Doki, welcome to this tutorial on how to create a coloring book or a children's coloring book. Now, here's the cover in front of you. This is a dummy cover that I have just created, and I'm going to help you create the cover for the book as well as the interior for the book. I'm going to show you how to format the interior for the book to make it as a coloring book. Now for this, I have used Canva. So to those of you who know Canva, Canva is a premium, normally is a premium software that you can use on the internet to design your logo, to design your YouTube thumbnail, Facebook creatives, Instagram creatives. But most importantly, there is a free version to Canva. So you don't need, for this specific tutorial, you don't need the Canva Pro version in order to be able to do something like this. Now, for the things that we will be needing, you will need not a subscription. It's basically a $1 subscription. You can benefit from it on Creative Fabrica. So if you're interested in this, spending $1 on a software is not really that big of a deal. And you get $1. It's a 7-day plan. So for a month, it's about $4, which is not that much. And you get to download all kinds of templates and fonts and stuff. The only issue with Canva is that the free version of Canva is quite limited, which means that if you want to upload a new font that you want to use, for example, on this, you would not be able to do so because, to put it simply, Canva does not allow you to do that because they want you to purchase the Canva Pro version. And so, supposing that you don't like these fonts and that you want to use your own fonts, you're going to have to conform to Canva. And you're going to have to just use what you have over here, the fonts that you're going to have to do with the fonts that you have over here. If you are interested in getting the Canva Pro version, go ahead and get it. It's quite expensive. It's more than $200 last time I checked, but it's a yearly plan. But it's all worth it because the software is really top notch. And so apart from Creative Fabrica, which we're going to use to download graphics for our low content coloring book or children's coloring book, you're going to need to access this website, bookhow.com. You can see the URL over here. Make sure that you don't type this URL because otherwise you'll be taken to a spammy website. Make sure you don't click bookhow.com because Bookhow is a spam website. And so if you type it, well, let's try it, bookhow.com. Now, if you go there, you'll see they'll tell you there's a fatal error and they're going to try to convince you of something. But this is particularly a spam. This is just a spam, all right? So if you adhere to whatever they're telling you here, you're going to be spammed. And so make sure that when you're writing the URL, click on or search the URL bookow.com. It's not Bookhow, it's Bookhow. Now, this will allow you to do specific things, which we're going to get to in the future. It's going to allow us to calculate cover size. You can also use it to generate a ISBN. You can use it to generate a barcode. You can also use it to generate this cover. If you want to work with a template, you can use that. But generally speaking, we don't really need the bookhow.com website to generate a cover because it's paid and they're going to ask us to pay for at least $1 and we don't want to pay them. So, but there's an alternative. There is kdp.amazon.com/cover dash calculator. This one will do the job as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But now, as of now, let's go ahead and create our book. So the first thing that you want to do is I want you to go to Creative Fabrica. Now, once you go to Creative Fabrica, search for Gnome clip art, right? Gnome clip art. And basically, we're just going to search for whichever clip art. It looks amazing. For this particular Canva cover, I have selected this. And so for this illustration, I've selected this, but I'm going to select something new over here. So I'm going to select, for example, this one. Or let me go and for example, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of choices out here. Well, Easter bunnies. Okay, so I'm just going to go, for example, and pick these Easter bunnies or Easter bundle, Gnome Easter bundle. I'm going to click on it. Now, as you know, children love dwarfs and they love these gnomies for some reason. So I'm just going to download it. And now once you download it, you need to make sure to extract the images from the file. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Wizard. I'm going to click Finish. And then obviously I have images in GPG form. So all the images in GPG form, I have them as well in PNG form, PNG format. And so I have them in all these formats. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to just move it to the downloads, because there I will be able to access it quite simply. And I want you to click on, go to Canva, go to google.com, search for Canva, and then obviously let's go to Canva now.com, Canva. So click on Canva. And basically what I want you to do before going to Canva, I want you to go to Bookowl. So now that we are in bookowl.com, I want you to scroll down to the bottom of the page where you can see KDP cover calculator. And I want you to add the book information. For our example, or for the illustration of this example, the book cover that we're going to choose is simply 8 by 5, 11 inches, 8 by 5 inches in width and 11 inches in height. And the reason why we picked 8 by 5 by 11 is because this is a children's coloring book. And so it has to be quite big, because this is a coloring book. It's unlike a paperback that you take to read. A coloring book needs to be pretty big because children need to do stuff on it. So let's go back to Bookowl. And now that you have entered the information, click on calculate cover size. Now, once you calculate cover size, it's going to give you the detail. And now we're going to use these details, and obviously we're going to go to Canva. Now, I want you to go to Canva and click create design. Now, once you click that button, click custom size. And obviously what we want to do, I want to go back to Bookowl. I'm going to take the width from here, go to Canva, and set this up to inches instead of pixels, because there's pixels, inches, millimeters, centimeters. We want the inch measurement unit. And so I picked the inch, and I'm going to paste the width over here, and I'm going to go back over here, take the height, and I'm going to go back here to the height and click add the height, then click create new design. Now, once I've created the design, what we want to do is to start the work. Now, obviously, in order for us to be able to produce something like this, first of all, I'm going to have to go to Canva and upload the images. Now, obviously, you can see over here that we have already uploaded specific images. Now, we can decide to reuse them, but I don't know. I still have, I don't know what I'm going to use. Now, these images don't look that pretty. And besides, there is one remark. Now, the image of this guy over here, you can see that the background is not transparent. So the background is white. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to have to remove background from that image. I'm going to go to Google, search for image background remover. And now that we are there, go to the website remove.bg, click on it, and simply upload the image which you want to eliminate the background from. We want a transparent background. So I'm going to pick this image and I'm going to remove the background from it. Now, it was removed successfully, so I'm going to download it, and I'm going to upload another image. Now, I choose this girl because, as you can see from the design, the prior design, there's this old guy and this little girl over here, girl gnome. And so I want to do something like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that girl, take the background away, and I'm going to go back to my Canva, new tab, and I want you to go to uploads, then upload files, and let's go to downloads and upload these two little files over here. Now, that's the first thing that we have done, and it was, let's wait for it. Now, already it is quite done. So click on the image that you want to add and click on the other image, separate the two. I want to make the girl smaller, a little smaller, because this is just a girl, a small girl. Now, obviously, let's assume that this is her father and she's a girl, so he's protecting his daughter or something, or his daughter's egg. I don't know what that is, but generally speaking, this is how it goes. And you can see quite clearly that there are some lines over here. So when I move my character, you can see that there are quite some lines that we need to respect. Now, make sure that the rectangle is in this position. If you do like this, it's not right. Make sure it is like this. And so the girl is next to her father. So now what's next? I want you to go to elements. I want you to click on lines, because obviously if we go back to this design right here, you can see that there are standing on grass. So I want to produce something of the same effect, except for the fact that I'm not going to make it grass. I'm going to make it something like a, I would say, clay or something like that. So I'm going to make it in this color, and I'm going to just add it over here, make it a little smaller. Then I'm going to make sure that it is not surpassing this line over there. And so what I want to do, I want to click on the character and I want to position it forward, because I want to make the or produce the illusion that the character is on top of something, is standing on top of a ground or something. And I want to click on the girl as well. So I want to click on the girl, but the father is obviously hiding her. So I'm gonna place the guy, or change the position of the character, the male character, and I'm gonna click on the girl, click on position forward. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna return the guy to his position, and now, of course, the background, as you can see from the image prior, or from the background prior, is blue. So I need to produce something as such. So what we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to click on the background and simply just click background color. Let's go and choose, for example, this blue color. It doesn't seem like a clear sky. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make it a little clearer, because I want it to be a clear sky. A little more clearer. Now it is good. And so now what I want to do, perhaps I'm going to go and to the elements, I'm going to go and choose sun. Now, in order to get the sun, just search for the sun. And obviously, you're going to have a lot of designs out there. So here's one, for example. Let's say that I want to add the sun over here. So I'm going to add it over here for it to stick out. I'm going to make it a little bigger. And obviously, let's go and add a tree, for example. Now, you can see over here that there is a tree next to these gnomies. And so I'm going to search for tree. No, just tree. Make sure that you are on the elements side and search for a tree. For example, let's say I like this kind of tree. Now, I'm going to change the colors. For this one doesn't really look that good to me. I'm going to make it a little greener. And obviously, this one, I'm going to also make it a little greener. And because I want an image that really looks quite good. And I want to click on this. I want to change this from this one to a little darker. And I think this is good. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to make it a little bigger, and I'm going to put it right here. And to make the illusion that the image, and I'm going to take it, click on it, position it backward, and let's see how it works. All right, so it was positioned backwards. So if I take, for example, the girl, let's try this. Let's take the girl, and let's see if the girl can, all right, so let's see if the girl can be, no, this is still in front, so I'm going to click on it, backward. Let's say now. All right, so now it's backward. Good. I want to make sure that the entire tree appears on the book cover, and the girl next to her father, as always. I want to take this, not reduce it, let's just keep it right there. Well, and I'm going to add something to the sky. So let's say, for example, I want to add some clouds. So I'm just going to go ahead and click clouds, search for clouds, and let's search for some clouds, obviously, clouds. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some clouds. So for example, let's say I want to add this type of cloud. Let me click on it. Now the cloud appears to have a black border to it. Now I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to change it to white because I don't want any color other than white. And obviously, I'm going to make it a little bigger, and I'm going to take it and place it backward. So I'm going to click on the cloud. I'm going to go to position and add it to the backward position. Well, sometimes it doesn't work, so just click on it twice. All right, now it works. I'm going to click on the cloud again, make it a little, to this side, and I'm going to click on it. And I want to duplicate this cloud. So I'm just click on the cloud and duplicate it. So I'm going to take that cloud and make it a little smaller, all right? Now, 2 clouds will suffice, no problem. And I want to click on the cloud, click on the position, make it backward. I'm gonna force the damn thing because sometimes it just takes more than one click to be put into place. So now it is backward. We have 2 clouds. We have 2 beautiful human dwarfs, a girl and her father. We have the sun over here. We have a a tree. And so in order to add a little bit more context, let's go ahead and add some bees, for example. So select bees, search for this graphic over here that I like so much. And basically there are GIFs, real bees images now, but this one really, really looks so good. And so I just want to click on it. This one is a pro. So all of the ones that once you hover over, you can see the pro sign over here, or the crown, the golden crown. Well, all crowns are golden for that matter, but anyways. So let's just click and make it a little smaller. Make this be a little smaller, duplicate it, and keep making it smaller, because generally, let's try to create the illusion that there are distant bees and close bees. Now, let's make this one smaller a little bit, and let's duplicate it, make it a little bigger, because let's say that this bee is closer. And let's click and add our last bee and make it a little smaller than this. Change its position. You can change the position using the cursor, or you can change it using your own typing board. And so now it appears that there is only one thing missing, which is a honey well. So I'm going to choose honey, and let's look for a honey well. Now this one, let's pick it up. Let's just take this and put it right here to give it some context. I don't know why, but I don't like the earth color, so I'm just going to click on it and change it, make it grass. I think grass is better. And so, yeah, well, not this type of grass. I'm going to make it a little bit darker.